I have to come to you. Don't give me your jaw, because that'll change how you open. You don't have any gum in your mouth or anything.
I just finished a mint.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to hook this on your tooth and then roll it up. And you're just going to open your mouth as wide as you can. So I do this, and I roll it up, and I see that Miss Lindsay has 43 millimeters of opening, okay, which is normal. 30 to 40 is minimal for function, and most people are in the range of 40 to 50. Although having opening, there'll be somebody in here guaranteed that you'll be able to go like this and that whole piece of paper will go in your mouth. You'll be the baby wide mouth frog. All right. Now, we can also measure lateral deviation, and this is harder on this one because, again, I'm going to line this up on the lower teeth and then let her go over, and then I have to kind of look up to see. I'll take the glasses off so I can read. All right, and now I'm going to go to the side for me. The side. Okay. And then I eyeball up to the incisor and say that's about 10. Okay, that's to the right. Now I'll go to the left. And again, about 9. So symmetrical. And because I was where I was, I didn't get to see. Did she have a straight opening? Did you guys see that?
No.
You got a little bit of a hitch, don't you?
She's looking right now.
Okay, you guys see that? There's a little bit of a hitch. Okay, have any click?
No.
Nothing. So when you palpate for a click, you may not feel it, and that's where the stethoscope comes in. So right behind here, of course not. Whatever one I grab, it's like the spaghetti of stethoscopes. That one's close. You'll edit that out, right?
I got it.
So well, you can auscultate for a click as well. Remember, Jamie sent around her one that had the bilateral, so if you open, what I hear is your hair just wrinkling around, that's fine. So I don't actually hear a click, even though she's got a little bit of a wiggle in her opening. Okay? So if having a bilateral one like Jamie has is nice, because then you can sit right in front of them. You can visualize it, and then what you try and do is get an estimate of, like, is it either early, mid, or late click? You know, it's hard to get an exact measure like, oh, that click occurs at 19 degrees or something like that, unless you have a stethoscope and a plastic goniometer, and you can, like, be doing that at the same time. And then you hear the click and you can look at it, but it's like a skill to learn how to be able to read it that closely. So I'm happy if you can get early, middle, or late click. The earlier in the range, the better the situation. There's less loss of retrodiscal stability. And then an opening and closing click is better than a no click. Okay? Once you're a no click, then you're going to probably get a locking situation where you can only open so far and you're running into the backside of the disc all the time. Okay?